Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're going to be doing the good old-fashioned Outlaw Rogue guide, and I will say before starting this off, if you're interested in a proc-based damage, this is pretty much Outlaw. It's all about your procs. If you're not getting consistent procs, you're probably going to be doing around 45 to 50k damage. If you're getting procs consistently, you'll probably be doing about 70 to 75k. It all depends on, you know, the amount of AoE that you're doing, and it just all depends. Everything can come together. In solo shuffle, you can easily do 100k a second, but it's mainly just your Blade Fury. So, uh, if you ever seen Outlaw Rogue doing 100k a second, it's usually just AoE. They're not literally doing unhealable damage. It's just like consistent damage. I'd say it's a little bit worse than a Assassination Rogues, but let's get on to the video here. First off, we're going to start with the add-ons. Add-ons is going to be Ability Team Tracker. Now, again, I don't really use this. Honestly, I have it on, but I don't even care for it. I'm the only reason I even have it is to track my own DRs, even though I still have yet to even do it, because I've been like every time I log on, I just forget to do it. Because like the only reason I'd have it is to literally track my or track my DRs right next to me and my healer's thing, so I know when the enemy's gonna be going. Otherwise, there's no really point of running it. It also tells your abilities, whatever. RBG, you don't have to worry about this. Big debuffs, this is a must. I would 100% just download it. Really good. Increase the size of your crowd control effects. Pretty much self-explanatory. Capping. So basically, not only does capping show how long you've been in a queue, so it's like queued up. It's gonna show right there. Not only does it show there, but in arena, it'll show you when the eyeball is gonna be up. It'll show you like about a minute beforehand. So if you're trying to track the eyeball and all that good stuff, definitely would advise getting capping and capping options. Next is detail. I'd honestly get details mainly so you can see. So if you face, let's say you face another outlaw rogue and they're doing more damage, you can kind of see what you're doing differently, and you can change it up and see what's good. Maybe look them up, see what build they're running. But mainly, it's usually for just checking out your damage and seeing what you did wrong and what they did better than you, all that good stuff. Now we're gonna be going with nameplate cooldown. So if you guys were wondering, when I click on somebody's nameplate and it tells their CDs above that, that's what that is. Nameplate cooldowns. Pretty much the same thing. It'll show their nameplate. So whenever they use a trinket, you'll just be able to look up here and basically all their other cooldowns that they use. Omni CD. Really another. It's a party cooldown tracker. Really good. I would definitely get this. I'm pretty sure Ability Team Tracker and Omni CD do the same exact thing, and yeah, I would just get it regardless. Omnibar, I only use that if I'm playing a caster, so I can track kicks. I know a lot of people run it so they can see abilities. So instead of you having to look at your nameplates, you could just run Omnibar and put them down here. That way, let's say if somebody used their stun, you can track their stun off of the Omnibar down here. But I don't really use it unless I'm trying to track kicks. S Arena updated. All that is if you're trying to copy my S Arena updated, I will show you it right now. So pretty much this is how my S Arena looks, and all it is horizontal is going to be 286, vertical is going to be 101, spacing is going to be 53, growth direction is going to be down, scale is going to be 150%, and class icon CD font size is just 10. And that's pretty much the basics for the S Arena. You can change it how you would like, but that's basically what that does. And then for the last add-on here, Trophy GCD, what this will allow you to do is whenever you click an ability, it's going to show down here. So let's say you're recording your gameplay. I usually only use it so you guys can just watch what I'm pushing, but that's pretty much what it is. It'll show, what CDs you're using, whatever you use. Let's say you, pretty much all the basic stuff. Whenever you click an ability, it'll basically show when you click it, all that good stuff. So that's pretty much all that is. And that's pretty much all the add-ons I have. Now there's a few other macros that you can get, like a macro for your procs, because this build is proc based, and most outlaw builds are proc based. So if you're looking to just have something pop up on your screen, that's the different type of add-ons. I don't personally use them, but I know a lot of other people do. So it's whatever you want to do. Now we're going to be going with the gear. Now gear is pretty much you're going to be going verse, crit, and then your third is going to be mastery, and then obviously you're going to have a little haste in there. but you're basically just going, I end up going, Radiant Maligite gems because I'm getting a decent amount of verse, and then I'm getting crit. I'm running the dagger and then the axe, and you're pretty much just running crit. So you're running 2-set as well, so make sure you get that 2-set down. And then I run the haste trinket. You can also run the badge. So let's say you want more damage on your Shadow Dance, you could always run the badge trinket and just, use it on your Shadow Dances. That's fine as well. I usually just run the haste trinket for extra haste. So that's pretty much your gear. That's what it's looking like. For your add-ons, the only add-on I have is for Shadow Dance, and it literally only tracks my Adrenaline Rush and my Shadow Dance. That's literally all it is. So just slash cast Shadow Dance, and then, you know, if you're running the badge, go ahead and put the badge in there, but it's literally slash cast Shadow Dance, and then slash cast Adrenaline Rush, and then if you're running badge, just do slash use, and then link the badge, and that's literally all it is. If you're an orc, go ahead and put your orc racial in that, but, you know, otherwise, you're good to go. Now, for your racial, I'll have it in the description. I don't know if you guys can see it that well. This is basically whenever you Shadowmeld, it'll automatically put you in stealth. So instead of you having to click your meld, you can just click it and it'll automatically meld, and then it'll put you in stealth. So that's right here, pretty much all there is to it. It'll be in the description, so if you can't see it good here, I will put it in the description for you guys, and you can just copy paste it, all the good stuff. But that's pretty much all there is for the macros. For the build, I will also have that linked in the description, so I'll just go there and check it out. For PvP talents, pretty much, you're usually going to be running Enduring Brawler and Take Your Cut. Basically, Take Your Cut gives you extra haste, so every time you use Roll the Bones, it's going to give you this buff that gives you haste. It also gives your teammates haste, if I'm pretty sure. So yeah, all allies within 15 yards are also going to be getting huge haste, so that's really good. Enduring Brawler, and if you can't disarm anything, you have a few options. Turn the Tables will give you 10% increased damage after a stun for 12 seconds, which actually seems pretty decent. I don't know if it's nerfed in PvP. I haven't actually tried it yet, but I am actually I might want to try it out for just to do extra damage. So who knows? So if you're not running disarm, go ahead and try turn the tables. If you know you're going to be getting stunned a decent amount, usually every class is going to be stunning you off DR, so you're going to get 12 extra seconds of big damage. But yeah, really, I don't really run smoke bomb. You don't really have enough burst damage to, you're not like a sub rogue or a sass. You kind of just have a lot of consist damage, and then you have a random procs of burst damage while you're bursting. Otherwise, you're not doing much burst damage. You're just literally, you're like a Fury Warrior pretty much. You have a decent amount of burst damage, but you're mainly just there to be consistent, and that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much the build. That's all there is to it. You can either run Disarm, Turn the Tables, Smoke Bomb, or, Veil the Midnight. Usually if I'm facing something like a Feral Druid, or a Demo Lock, or a BM Hunter, I'll run this, because it's basically a bubble. So, that's what there is to it. All there is to the good old fash. So pretty much all it's going to be is this. So, whenever you get out the gates, usually your roll the bones doesn't really matter. Really, the moment you get out the gates, you can just use it and then just go in. So the gates open, I'm gonna just roll the bones, go in. I'm gonna open here. You usually don't want a cheap shot in the opener unless you're doing it maybe on the side healer. But usually, if you're gonna want a kidney, you usually want to kidney the healer and then cheap shot the main target with a Shadow Dance. So I would save your kidneys for CC, because this build really does rely on CC. If you're not CCing, you're not going to kill anything. You don't have enough pressure to kill something through somebody's healing. You're not an assassination rogue. You also got to remember that. So pretty much, all your main thing is, you're going to open, you can get your combo points, get your between the eyes up, and what this will do is it get you a debuff that gives you 20 increased critical chance on top of the crit that you already have. So I'm 50% crit. So pretty much you want to have this up the entire game. So after you do that, I have roll the bones up. So basically, you're going to get your comm points. Let's say the healer's right here, so you're going to kidney the healer. And then all you're doing is, when you use your burst, you're just looking out for procs. So as you can see, I cheap shot. So I use my proc. So every time you get an ambush proc, use your combo points, ambush, and then you're waiting for your next proc. So pretty much you're just using your Ghostly Strike and your Blade Fury on your burst, and you're just pumping like this. So here, as you can see, I have a 3-stack proc every time you get an ambush. So here I have 3 pistol shots that are going to do a lot of extra damage. Boom. So I just used it. Now I got another ambush proc. So now I'm gonna ambush. I'm gonna use my dispatch to cancel out the good old-fashioned combo points. Now I have 3 more pistol shots. I'm gonna pistol shot into an ambush, into a dispatch. I can roll the bones. I can put a slice and dice up. I can blade fury. And at this point, you're just waiting for your proc. So again, another proc. We're gonna use that ambush. Great. So we're gonna use our combo points. Use an ambush. We can go ahead and use our between the eyes to get it back up. Go ahead and use your pistol shot to get. Every time you have your opportunity is when you're pistol shotting. So boom. Now we have another ambush. Or so we can ambush here. Now we have another pistol shot. We're going to use our combo points. Now we have burst up again. We can roll the bones, blade fury, ghostly strike, shadow dance. We can kidney the healer. So let's say we want to go over here, kidney the healer. We can cheap shot, and then you just keep pumping like this. This is literally all there is to it. So boom, using our combo points, using our pistol shot proc, ambush, using our combo points. We can blade fury, use our pistol shot because we had the proc. Go ahead and use between the eyes to get it back up there. Use your roll the bones whenever it comes up. Go ahead and pop your burst whenever it's up. And then you're just using combo points as it comes. And this is literally it. So when you get that proc up there, it'll lighten up whenever you have the proc. So you're literally just doing this. So ambush, use your combo points. Our between the eyes just came off. So go ahead and between the eyes, get that back up. Use your ghostly strike. You can roll the bones. Use your pistol shots. Go ahead and kidney shot. Ambush. Use your combo points. Pistol shot. Blade fury, use your combo points, ambush, use your pistol because you're getting those procs, ambush, or dispatch, ambush. You can go ahead and sinister strike to get max combo points. Go ahead and between the eyes because it just fell it off. Boom, now we have another proc. Go ahead and roll the bones. At this point, we have full combo points, so we can just run over to the healer, kidney the healer, use shadow dance, cheap shot. Go ahead and use your ambush to get the proc going. Dispatch, use your pistol shot whenever you get the procs. Ambush again, or dispatch, I keep getting mixed up. So every time this is basically ambush goes off, it's going to give you a proc every time, and you want to use your combo points because the pistol is going to give you more combo points, so that's why you do that. So we can use between the eyes, get our damage back up rolling, and this is literally all you're doing. So ambush, use your sinister. Whenever you don't have a proc, just sinister and use dispatch whenever you're at full, or get a slice and dice rolling up, that's fine. As you can see, we have a pistol shot, we're getting combo points. We can kidney here. Okay, now we can pop burst. Boom. So, and this is literally it. This is all you're doing. Get our dispatch up again, or between the eyes. Pistol shot from the proc. Dispatch. Ambush. We're going to sinister again. Dispatch. We can blade fury again. Use our pistol from the proc up here. So now we have a proc. Dispatch. Ambush. Dispatch. And then same thing. You just sinister strike till you get procs. Go ahead and get your stuff ready again. So we're going to between the eyes again because we don't have it up. Use our pistol shot to get combo points. We can run over to the healer again. Kidney the healer, use shadow dance, cheap shot, ambush, use our combo points with dispatch, ambush, use your pistol shots, and this is pretty much it. Now again, if you have to be doing this at a really fast pace. There's no time for you to sit back and basically relax. You're full on sending it the entire time. And it gets really easy. Personally, I don't really like this build, and I don't like Outlaw literally at all. It feels like you just don't have burst unless you're getting proc after proc after proc after proc. Or that's at least how it feels when I play it. I've won like one game as Outlaw, but then I swapped SS and I instantly win. It's just like the damage, it feels like you don't have any MS compared to SS. So like if they're able to just out heal your damage pretty easily, unless they're and that's literally it just feels like you have no win condition if they have a CD. So again, same thing. This is literally all there is to it. It's such an easy build once you get it down. So again, we have our dispatch, we have our pistol shot procs. Boom, we use it. We have burst coming up again, so now we can run over. We have our ambush proc. We're gonna kidney the healer, shadow dance, use our burst here. We're gonna use our between the eyes, roll the bones. We're gonna ambush to get procs. Nice dispatch into pistol shot, into ambush, into dispatch, into sinister strike to get more procs. Great. So now we can just use our combo points, and we're just cooking for procs. That's pretty much it. Use roll the bones whenever it's up, and you're pretty much this is it. It's really easy once you get it down, but just keep your between the eyes up pretty much 24/7, and this is literally all you're doing. I know it might seem a little bit difficult. But I promise you, if you just keep practicing it, you will start to get it, and it's really easy once you get it down. It's literally, you're just baiting for procs, and that's it. So, You know, that's literally all you're doing is using your combo points before you use your ambush and your pistols. Get full combo points, ambush, go ahead and sinister, reset your between the eyes, and now we have burst back up again, so we can just start using our combo points. You can either save this for a kidney or just whenever you have burst up, just use it and go full, you know, full on, and just keep pumping. Obviously, you want to every kidney shot, you just want to kidney the healer. Usually, unless you have CC already on him, just use your combo points on the healer. So we have damage here, kidney the healer. We have Shadow Dance. Now we're just gonna pump, use our Blade Fury, use our Roll the Bones, and now we're just fishing for procs at this point. And as you can see here, we're getting a few procs here, which, you know, that once you get an ambush proc into a pistol shot, that's how you know you're getting huge procs. And this is literally all you're doing. So keep your between the eyes up. Obviously, you can have add-ons that tell you when they fall off and all that good stuff. I don't really do that because I can kind of pay attention down here. But you can do either, whatever you want to do. As you can see, you kind of run out of energy when you don't get a certain rule. And it kind of gets annoying. But that's just kind of how it is. So, you know, that's literally all there is to it. Now, well, I'm going to let you guys know, I would honestly suggest playing Assassin. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. I didn't have my weapon at a time. So I just bought this weapon tonight. I haven't really played. I tried Outlaw. For me personally, I just don't like it. There could be, maybe I need like, actually I didn't even have this piece on now that I think about it. Because I have it on my subset, but since I rotated back, maybe, I don't think it would matter that much, right? I really hope not. I didn't even have that piece on because I forgot I didn't reset my, I was just wondering, I was like, wait, hold on, wait. I don't think it would matter. I don't think one piece, even if it's primary stat, would give me that much more damn. We'll find out here. Just testing out here while we're doing this. So between the eyes, get your rolling, you're getting your rolling done. And at this point, you're just fishing for procs. I got a proc right there. Ambush. Boom. Blade Fury. And now you're just literally fishing for procs. So, just like this. This is literally how it would go right here. So as you can see, my between the eyes is going to fall. I'm going to use that again. So maybe if you have bits and slot gear right now, so let's say you have all the crafted pieces and everything, it probably would be a lot better. I'll have to try it out when I get more gear. But at the moment, I don't really like it. But then again, now that I got this, I feel like I'm doing a little bit more damn. And I don't have full gear yet. So, I mean, there's still another crafted piece I can get. I've been doing my weeklies and stuff to get the other spark. So as you can see, I'm still trying to get the second one to get my next crafted piece. So maybe if I had full crafted, it would actually be pretty decent. So I'll keep you guys updated. That's pretty much all there is to this build. Make sure you have full gear or else you're going to feel like you're getting absolutely farmed by everything. I think this is really good if you have current best in slot for Outlaw. But if you have full greens, I feel like it is complete dookie. I feel like just 40k a second is just not enough. You need to be doing, like, this build would have to be doing at least minimum of like 60k a second. And then like on your burst, hitting like 80k a second to 100k to even be like considered good. Just because healers are just able to, like, without MS, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe we do have MS as Outlaw, but I'm 90% sure that we don't. Unless, like, Between the Eyes gives us, you know, somehow, I don't know, maybe. But it just doesn't feel like it. Anytime I face something, it feels like they can just easily heal through it. But, again, pretty simple. Now, if you're going to be blinding, what I'd suggest is, I actually can't really suggest anything, because you can't blind Sap, I'm pretty sure, right? I'm just making sure. Is Outlaw different? Okay, that's great. That definitely helps me a lot. Appreciate it. So, I'm not sure if you can sap off your blind, because it's not like sub. Now, you can, however, if you wanted to, you could use your dance to cheat blind sap. I don't think it's worth it, because if you're wasting all your time on doing that, you're not going to get any dam. CC doesn't really matter that much, because you'll have kidneys, and you'll have gouges, and blinds, and your healer CC. Make sure you're playing with a priest or a wrestler druid. Even Evoker healer can work. Just something that can CC, because CC does, you know, you need that to win. Like, you won't kill anything just by pure out damaging them. You need to have full on as much CC as possible, and then you have a better chance of winning. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully it helped you out. I know a lot of you guys were wanting to see this. But pretty much last thing with feints, usually you can honestly always have at least one feint up just for like on burst damage, but otherwise you can kind of just use your feint like basically off CD while you're doing damage, it'll reset. So make sure you have this up like most of the game. It'll do a lot of a difference. So with your feints, make sure you have this up like almost all the time. And then with your slice and dice, make sure you get this up as well. This will absolutely enhance your stuff. With your roll the bones, make sure you're using this off CD. It won't matter that much. And then blade rush is pretty much just to get to an enemy. And you can also use it to get more haste. Because as you can see, it generates 5 energy. So let's say you're energy starved, just use it to get energy. So let's say you saw when I was at like 10 energy and I just wouldn't go back up. That's when I would use Blade Fury just to get the energy back up. But that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully this helped you out in some type of way. If you guys would like to see me play Outlaw in the future, maybe do some 2s. I did try it out, but I obviously didn't have these boots on at the time. I don't think it would matter that much. I think if I had full best in slot of Outlaw, it'd probably make a big difference. But I'll have to check it out and see, what's goody. Overall, I don't really, I would enjoy it if I could do the damage that, I wanted to do. But so far, it seems to me Assassination is really good. Sub feels really bad unless you're playing with a mage. But overall, I'd like Assassination. I'll have to try Outlaw once we get a little bit more gear, and maybe we'll see what's goody. Maybe, once I get the crafted pieces and all that good stuff, we'll try it again. But if you guys would like to see this in some 2v2 action, we'll try it out. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace.